Hello again, my loves, and welcome to another reading. Today I'm just going to start with the Mabon deck from the Seasons of the Witch series of oracle decks. What is it that you want us to know today? All spirits that have our highest and greatest good in mind, who are here helping us on this silly little planet that is so full of wonder. Coven. I don't even need to. I already have a message coming in, but I am you and you are me. When we come together, we are all we seek. Well, that's basically the message that was coming through before I even read those words. We are all connected. And a coven is a place where we come together to make magic. It's very much the same vibe as coming together in a theater to make magic out of a play or a musical, or even just playing music together. We all become the whole of the thing that is greater than the sum of its parts, right? Because even music, even a band, even just a tiny little band of maybe, let's say, 3 pieces, it is so much more impactful than we could be on our own. And think about when we come together in huge groups, like in huge orchestras, or we have these very large plays or operas, and the amazing, wondrous, magical thing that we can create with each other that transports not only us on the stage, but everybody in the audience. And also I'm hearing that inspires people, even those who wouldn't have been able to go to see these things in the theaters, how it still inspires. The music is still sung outside of these holy places where things come together, right? Everything we do, even if it may not be seen by everybody, affects everybody else. Everything is a ripple. Everything that we do is a ripple. Because even if we're only doing something for ourselves, it makes us happy. It makes us feel certain things and allows us to self-discover, right? And that affects the way that we are with everybody that we know, just in conversation. That affects the way we behave. That affects the things that we speak about with people. We are all one. And that is a beautiful thing. And it can be terrifying. But I think the thing is at the end of the day, when we understand that we are all one, we understand that we shouldn't be hurting ourselves, because we hurt ourselves when others are hurt, right? Just in the same kind of coin flip of we inspire others when we inspire ourselves. That was a beautiful message to start with, I just gotta say. All right, what are we feeling tonight? I think I want to go with a Citadel next. So this is my Citadel Oracle deck. What else, or what is it we should know more about this, of understanding how important, hello, okay, we want to come out, how important it is to be together. The painter. We have an artist here, okay? We're painting this beautiful red color over, and it's revealing. Hopefully you're getting some shine on that. But it's revealing these beautiful flowers beneath. And in this deck, the flowers is always very communal for me. Just right from the get-go when I got the deck. And allowing ourselves to craft allows ourselves to reveal ourselves, and it allows us to reveal others. what inspires me and affects me spreads out and inspires you and affects you and reveals you. And then we see each other. The sailor. Well, I'll say it again because it immediately, and this was a while ago, but do you remember the first Freedom Flotilla that went out to, well, not the first really, but sailing across the Mediterranean to go help Gaza. Okay, I'm seeing the Freedom Flotilla again, the holy mission that they are on here too, the hopefulness of it, the red paint here, the togetherness of it. All our hopes, these rays of light, all the courageousness of the people who are on these ships to go out there to do that. What inspires me inspires you. What feeds me feeds you. I think what I'm really getting, because the message is so strong with this, about the coven, about being together, about we are stronger as one than we are separate, but we all bring our separateness, our individual marks to this, that together we become so much stronger, right? It's like creating a blend of fabrics or of fibers to create a stronger yarn to knit with, right? You wouldn't want to be going out and being a sailor with a knit that is made of something that easily falls apart, acrylics and polyesters. You wanted something that has grown and been in the earth and taken the nutrients from the earth up into itself and blend that with others, or even if it's just wool, different sheep's wools, right? To come together to be the most water resistant to the waves that people are sending your way. When you know that your mission is holy, when you know that your mission is from the divine. Okay. What else would you like us to know about this spirit, cosmos, Gaia? Oh, before I get more cards, actually, something that came to mind here is I spoke about the revealing of the flowers beneath, the community beneath, right? This also allows us to, when we understand how interconnected and intertwined we are, this allows us to drop the masks that we've been taught, the masks that teach us how to ignore something like Gaza and Palestine, right? But together, when we come with this sort of like pure of heart, love, trust, honesty, we can see each other so clearly. I can see your divinity and you can see mine, And I think if you haven't quite been in this place with your group of people in your life, whether that's, online or in person, but I'm definitely really picking up on the in-person people with your friends and loved ones, this is coming in. I mean, there's a whole tide right now. Tide of people who are waking up. We're all waking up together. So it's creating this ease in letting go of our masks, in letting go of the things we were taught how to be cold to each other, right? How to ignore things. And now we can't unsee them. And we all freaking want a better world for ourselves, for each other, to all be in bliss together. Okay, I've got I believe this is called the Wildwood Tarot deck. How do we keep this going, Spirit? How do we nurture this in our group of loved ones? King of Arrows. So this is the King of Swords in the traditional Rider-Waite. This is somebody... how do I want to say that? Okay, here's the message. I was having a little bit of a moment trying to get to it, but here it is. This is because the King of Arrows understands his inner truth, you know, and this is for any gender. You know, we all have masculine, feminine, and we are all sort of everything. But the Kingfisher understands his inner truth. He knows what he is searching for in order to get what it is that he wants, right? And here, it's the truth of the world. The truth of the world is that we are so much better together when we work together, when we come together. You know, and I keep on thinking, well, I'm a singer and, you know, I just do my stuff kind of all on my own. I write my own music, I do this stuff or whatever. But that's not sort of that's not even true. Because when I put music out there, I'm connecting to all of those who are listening to it, who are being touched by it in whatever way that resonates with them, right? Art, all of living is a process of sharing with each other and receiving things from each other. And here we're looking for the truth. We're knowing the truth within ourselves, and we are very capable of bringing that truth to others and knowing exactly how to strike, you know, without much extra movement. Because if you've ever seen a kingfisher do its hunting, it is very efficient in the way they do it. They will be sitting quietly on a branch over the water, looking. And then when they know the exact time is right, they go. And then they get their meal. And then that's it. That's it. So this is definitely about timing here, about knowing when it is that you need to speak up and say the truth, your truth, which is honestly a collective truth. All right, what else here? Okay. Yeah, the burden right now is heavy. It is heavy. But do you see how close this person is to the top of this mountain? Do you see how close they are to being done? Don't give up now. You are so close to the end of getting up this mountain. And also, don't forget you are close enough that you can call out for help. The burdens are lighter when we do things together. And then we have the spark of life with the Ace of Bows. More fire, more newness, more imagining a new world for ourselves. This is everybody coming together and collectively using our powers of creation to imagine the new world that we want. And there's a lot that's going to be new here, because this is the end of the bows cycle, and here's the beginning. I'm seeing this very much in a process of the World card to the Fool card, right? But an ace gives us everything. We have everything. We've already collected this. We've already collected these staves that will become the bows. So we're already well prepared to create this beautiful new beginning. Okay, Do we want more of this deck? No. Oops. Okay. We're going to go with the Crow Tarot deck next. I think last, actually. All right. What are the final messages for this reading? Spirit, cosmos, deities, angels, ancestors, our own hearts, our own deepest selves, and our highest selves, collectively. Do you want that card? Yes. Oh, beautiful. Is that the last card? Is that the last message? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we get to this point here where we understand that the burden doesn't have to be carried for much longer, that we can carry it with others. Reconnecting with our understanding that it takes a village. It always takes a village. It always takes a community to do anything that is so beautiful. That is the truth of us, of what we are, which is communal creatures who just want to see each other live well and be happy and be joyful. We just happen to have, these small groups of people who unfortunately don't want that. They'd rather have power. But hey, my love, the new beginning comes, and we can imagine a world where everybody is taken care of. This 9 of Pentacles here is everything that we have worked for come to fruition. This is not the legacy yet of the 10 of Pentacles, but this is the 9, right? This is, we get to this place where we understand how we can all live in beauty and abundance and prosperity that isn't corrupted by all the grossness, that we currently live under. And then we make this our legacy. We turn this into our legacy. We do the reverse of what... Oh, man. I get so political, but you know what? I really care about this stuff, and so I'm just going to say my truth anyway, okay? We're not going to do what the boomers did to their millennial kids, okay? We're not going to steal all of the jobs and wealth and wages and housing and everything that the boomers were just had for them. Isn't it insane that a person at that time, a family, could start in a house and live on just one person's income? And now, but we're building this. We're building this, okay? We have the Pentacles here, but this is a good relationship with money. We have the Sun here illuminating the way that this needs to be used, okay? The way that the world needs to work in tandem with each other. Everything has its role. Instead of allowing people to just hoard piles and piles of this and letting the rest of us starve. Letting the rest of us suffer. Right? We're building a gorgeous new world, and I am so very excited to do this with you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.